Honourable Taoiseach, I won't mince my words about this issue, Taoiseach, and I will be very factual. And I am going to call something out here today. And I want to see what you and what your government and what the rest of the people inside in this house think of it. And that is, why is it becoming acceptable in the Ireland of today that people can go on social media platforms and they can say whatever they like about whoever they like? It can be members of an Garda Síochána, it can be politicians, it can be national or local politicians, and that just because a person will sit in a car and put this God-forsaken stupid thing in front of them and go online and say whatever they like, that then you'll have thousands of people coming along and as good as swallowing it up and believing it. And they can say outrageous things, they can say hurtful things, they can attack people's families, they can attack individuals. And if you want to know why I'm cross today, Taoiseach, and I'll tell you why. They can say whatever the hell they like about me, because it won't worry me, it won't take 1 minute out of my headspace, it won't bother me. I don't like it when they attack my family, because they're my family. When they attack my friends, I don't like that. But I am going to say this, and I'm going to say it, and it's not easy to say it, but I will say it. My late mother died in 2015, and she was a highly respectable woman. She could speak 7 languages. She never said anything bad about any human being. She supported all of us in every way she possibly could. And she was a nice lady. And when I saw one night her image being used in a derogatory way and in a political way, that pushed it over the line for me. And what I'm asking you, Taoiseach, I'm asking you, what is going to happen to these social media platforms and to TikTok and everything, where you can go on, and I'm not going to go saying anything about any individual here, but there are individuals here who have had lies told about them, untruths told about them. And are we supposed to, just because you're ministers, just because you're TDs, just because people are county councillors, oh well, you know, we can't say a bit less because it'll look bad that we're against free speech. I'm not for the hate speech bill. I voted against it. I'm not for it. I would never support it. But what I am against, I'm against people coming out and telling barefaced lies. We had a situation in the local election campaign in Kerry, in the Castle Island area in particular, and people might have thought it was funny, but it wasn't, because people's lives were affected. There was people's families, wives, children, who were horrible things being said about them every day. And that's supposed to be socially acceptable in Ireland today? Well, I won't accept it. And I'm asking each and every one of you not to accept it. And just because you're a minister, just because you're the leader of a party, does that mean to say that you have to have lies accepted about you and that people can say horrible things about people they really don't even know? It's ridiculous. And I'm asking you, will you please try to do something to bring a bit of normality into this situation, and that people can't be telling lies, blatant lies, about people?
Taoiseach to respond within time.
Well said indeed, Deputy Healy Ray, and thank you for saying it. And I'm really sorry, and I know everybody in this house is to hear of the abuse that you and your family had to put up with, particularly the comments and images of your late mother. That is utterly despicable, reprehensible, and there's not a member of this house on any political side who doesn't think that. And that's, you're not gormless when you come into this house and make those points. Yeah. It's a seriously important issue. It's an issue that I think it's fair to say nearly impacts on all of us in different ways, if we're being honest. And I think it's an issue that impacts on people right across our country. And I think it's an issue that particularly impacts on children, younger people. I think the level of also misogyny, sexism, there's really, really serious issues in terms of vile online abuse. And I know that people are being targeted by faceless online users who seek to intimidate people, silence people, stop you saying something, get inside your mind, knock you off your stride. And I'm really concerned about the impact, as I think we all are, that this is having not only on people who are public representatives, so it's okay, by the way, for it to say it has an impact on us. At the end of the day, breaking news, politicians are humans, but also the huge impact that it can have on young people who are bullied online. You know, bullying used to be something, and indeed can still take place in a physical way, and that was and is horrific in and of itself. But then you'd remove yourself from that situation. It's now something that can follow you around. It's now something that the kids can take home in the school bag, in the pocket, and be there with them. So I want to say this: the level of nasty and negative comments online is alarming. I mean, there's been robust political debate in this country since the foundation of the state. We can go at it hammer and tongue in here. I'd like to think we do that a couple of times a week. That's very different, though. Very, very different. Very different to the hate, the nasty and the negative comments online. And I want to appeal to people in this country today, and I know you do, I think we all do, to stop and think before you hit that button to publish horrible comments about another human being. You just don't have to do it. Why are we doing it? Why has it become some sort of the norm? And I think we do need to show, all of us, and we all need to check ourselves, myself included, from time to time. We all need to check ourselves in terms of the language and how we go about our debate as well, because language is important and words matter. What's the government going to do? Fair question. So, I mean, online safety is a key priority, and we now finally have a media regulator. Minister Martin's done very good work in this area called Commission Amon. And at the heart of it, is a new online safety framework to hold platforms to account and to ensure that we significantly reduce harmful content online. There has now been, Deputy, a draft online safety code published by the Commission. It's published in May, and the code's intended to be adopted formally later this year. And it's designed to work with other laws to ensure that platform supervision and enforcement of regulations is delivered effectively. It does set out, very brief time available to me, the actions that video sharing platforms, some of which you've named, like TikTok, Facebook, Instagram and others, have to take to protect users. And it also has an ability in terms of hitting people where it hurts.
Thank you.